Yes, we're at the track covering the Sport of Kings. Coming up, a massive buzz in Barbados. The impressive Coolmore Home of Champions winner So Suave among 9 runners for the return of the Sandalane Gold Cup, the first in 3 years. In Jamaica, Calculus prevails in the Battle of Derby winners in the Miracle Man Cup at Caymanas Park. Another feature race win for champion trainer Trinidad and Tobago's John O'Brien at Santa Rosa Park. And there's Japanese glory in the Saudi Cup, saddling up first in Barbados. Where most experts are saying this horse, Nalicia Cozier's 6-year-old So Suave, is the best bet for the Sandalane Barbados Gold Cup, which has not been on the racing calendar due to COVID-19 issues since March 2020. So Suave is in a competitive field, assembling for the 9th furlong trip at the Garrison Savannah Turf for the massive US $107,000 purse. US-based top Barbadian jockey Rocco Boyan on the one-horse Vividly. Rico Walcott, a 13-time champion jockey at Canadian tracks, is aboard the 2-horse American Diamond. So Suave, the Gold Cup Prep Coolmore winner in late January, is in the 3-box for trainer Jean-Marc Cozier. Number 4, It's a Gamble, has record 5-time Gold Cup winning rider Jalon Samuel aboard. In the 5 boxes, Ken Ramsey's Tallahatchie Bridge with Barbadian 7-time Woodbine champion jockey Patrick Husbands. Record 8-time winning owner Sir David Seal has 2 starters. Number 6, Brilliant News, and the 8-horse Renaissance Frolic, a multiple stakes winner in the USA. Number 7, the mount of UK-based English Classic winning rider Sean Levy, Bodie Tap, who was runner-up in the last Gold Cup 3 years ago. And number 9 is Mohawk, that closing out the field. So Suave looks happy days ahead of race time. He is likely to be the favourite when the morning line odds become available on Friday. And according to his trainer Jean-Marc Cozier, jockey Antonio Bishop believes he's on the Gold Cup winner.
I think he might even be more confident than me. He says he has this one wrapped up. So he says, don't worry, trainer. We got this one in the bag. So he's confident, which is always a plus when you have a jockey with experience that is going into a race confident and knowing the type of material he's sitting on. Hoping to just get the job done on that day, all goes well.
What a race it promises to be. Live Gold Cup coverage on SportsMax and Scene TV at 3:15 Saturday, Eastern Caribbean time, 2:15 in Jamaica, where there was Saturday-Sunday racing this past weekend at Caymanas Park. Saturday's main event was the Miracle Man Cup over 9.5 furlongs, run in honour of the outstanding Derby and Super Stakes winner who won the big Confraternity Classic in Puerto Rico in 2005. 2 Derby winners in this field, the favourite Calculus and King Arthur 2nd and 3rd here, as ace commentator Bran Rickman picks them up mid-race.
Lure of Lucy races toward the half mile, still out in front from Calculus, now pulling down to within 3 parts of a length. King Arthur is in a handy spot in 3rd, a break back to Sweet Majesty. Making progress now, Miniature Man kicked by Abigail Abel and Positive ID now asked to run, leaving Sweet Majesty at the back. 3/8 of a mile to run in the Miracle Man Cup. And they come away now toward the final 5/16th, and Calculus has now taken charge. King Arthur bearing down on the outside to challenge. Lure of Lucy has faded back in 3rd, but they run inside the final quarter, and it is Calculus and Robert Halladine who have the advantage. King Arthur trying to close the gap on the outside. He's close enough, and if good enough, they run toward the final furlong, and Calculus, shaken up by Halladine, continues to deny King Arthur, who is just a length and the piece back and switch to the inside. Calculus holding the lead in the Miracle Man Cup. They run toward the line, and it's Calculus and Robert Halladine. They take the Miracle Man Cup by more than 2 lengths.
Robert Hardball Halladine, first time aboard Trinbagonia and Siobhan Maharaj's Calculus, confidently steers the 5-year-old home. 11 wins in 28 starts for Calculus here, justifying his recent vote as the island's champion steer. Calculus, as the 6-5 favourite, clocks 2 minutes 2 seconds even for the 9.5 furlong Miracle Man Cup for trainer Gary Sabrati, winning by 2 1/4 lengths over the 2-1 bet King Arthur, with 6-1 shot Positive ID 3rd. The Lindy Delapenha Memorial Trophy race honouring former sportscaster and top footballer who in 1948 became the first Jamaican to play professionally in England was Sunday's feature. It was seen as a foregone conclusion for the 1-5 favourite Runaway Algo, and the US-bred 4-year-old colt did not disappoint under jockey Linton Stedman.
They're about to come into the lane, and Runaway Algo has run away from them at the top of it, opening up some 6 or more lengths. Money Monster, the best of the rest. Press Conference in the orange cap on the rail toward the outside on a Ruly Boss, but a Runaway Algo still under a hand rider. Smooth 1-2, and now the rider changes the hold, and it is a Runaway Algo out in front under Linton Stedman, beginning to streak off. Runaway Algo will win, and win impressively in the Lloyd Lindbergh Lindy Delapenha Trophy.
The Colts' 6th win, this in 13 starts. Jockey Linton Stedman, easy like Sunday morning, although it was actually Sunday afternoon. Second in last October's Gold Cup behind Mahogany. Runaway Algo, better than this crowd for sure. A widening 14 lengths to victory margin as he dominates the Lindy Delapenha Memorial event for trainer Dale Murphy and owners Landmark Farms, chased by 2-1 bet Money Monster and Crimson at 10-1. Runaway Algo clocks 1:38 and 1/5 of a second for the mile. Racing in Trinidad and Tobago pretty much down now to just once per month, so Saturday's 7-race card at Santa Rosa Park was only the second meet of the year so far. Main event was the Royal Colours Classic, honouring the 1982 Triple Crown winner, still considered by some to be the greatest horse ever to race in TNT. A small 4-horse field, trainer John O'Brien with 3 of the entries. Let's check in with commentator John Rupert now, and we're watching O'Brien's 3-horse in the headlines. Making a winning run here, Brand Boodram Singh aboard in pink silks and blue cap on the outside.
Now in the headlines is now the overall leader. Angry Bird is back to second. Then comes Blinding Lights in third, and Beep Beep on the ride there by Omar in that 4th spot. In the headlines has taken the lead quite easily now, and she escapes by a length. Blinding Lights is going into pursuit in second. Angry Bird has the rail running in third. Then comes Beep Beep. Omar is standing pretty tall in the saddle. Into the home stretch they come, and it's in the headlines. And in the headlines has opened up by 3 lengths. Blinding Lights is in second spot. Then comes Angry Bird and Beep Beep. But in the headlines is sprinting clear, and in the headlines is going to make a fashionable debut here in scoring in the Royal Colours Classic. And here's another win this afternoon for Brian Boodram Singh and champion trainer John O'Brien.
In the headlines on debut, making it look easy in the Royal Colours Classic as a 2-5 favourite on the champion jockey Brian Boodram Singh for champion trainer John O'Brien and owners the Ladies Stables. 5.5 lengths the winning margin for In the Headlines, delivering with authority as the betting choice. Blinding Lights chasing in vain in a 1-2 finish for the champion trainer. A solid day for O'Brien with 4 victories on the 7-race card. Winning time for 6 3/4 furlongs, 1:24.78. Finally, the Saudi Cup is the world's richest single-horse racing event, and this past Saturday, the King Abdulaziz racetrack staged the 4th renewal of this US $20 million 9-furlong run. There were 5 Japanese entries, and a cluster of them were in with a shot coming off the final bend, including the leader, Pantalassa.
On the home turn, Geoglyph, Tiber as the Japan Army's muster as Crown Pride on the outside. Then behind these in 5th place, angling out for a little bit of luck is Cafe Pharaoh, trying to stay on from the back. Behind these is Country Grammar, who's got work to do, and Jun Light Bolt towards the inside. Pantalassa moves back to the rails, has the advantage. Geoglyph in 2nd place. Then between horses, Cafe Pharaoh, Japan all over the place here. They have the first 4. Pantalassa trying to last home. In 2nd place, Geoglyph. Right down the outside, Country Grammar is staying on, but Pantalassa is lasting home at the moment. 50 yards to go. Pantalassa, Country Grammar on the scene late, but too late. Pantalassa takes it for Japan.
Ridden by the 47-year-old jockey Yutaka Yoshida for trainer Yoshito Yahagi, Pantalassa upsets at 16-1. Frankie Dettori finishing fast, but late on the outside aboard Country Grammar for 2nd at 7-2 odds, with Cafe Pharaoh 3rd at 14-1. The winning time, 1:50.80 for 9 furlong. We've been at the track covering top stories and exciting races in the Sport of Kings. Check us out again next week.